And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out the fighters for our upcoming contest. Introducing first, making his way to the blue corner, Zach Stull.
All right, Zach Stull fighting out of CT Combat and under the tutelage of Mike Campanella. And one thing I could always say about the CT Combat team is that they always come to fight. They're very granular with the way they break things down. I mean, you say the name CT Combat on this team now, and the room kind of gets an energy and aura about it. Everyone knows this team, and they know that the work they put in, right, in the training room, the way they break down fights. I mean, this has been, all of their athletes have just been thrown into the deep end, and they've excelled thus far. Zachary Stull looking to put on another performance here tonight.
Absolutely, CT Combat.
And his opponent making his way to the red corner, the Cowboy, Nicholas Vasquez.
Of course, what can you say about Nicholas Vasquez other than you can categorize him as a showman. He loves putting on a show, and I say this about a lot of the athletes tonight. I had the pleasure of watching him fight his last time out there at RFC at Newburgh, and just in the same way we saw a different Devin Olin tonight, we saw a different and newly improved Nicholas Vasquez his last time out. We saw him combining the showmanship with the technicality, with the boxing, with the kickboxing. He was actually able to retire his opponent in round number 2, so looking to make it another really good performance here tonight, calling his shot at the Melrose Ballroom. Let's throw it over to Mike Falva to make this one official.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our upcoming contest, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in our 145-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing CT Combat, Zach One Kick Stull. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, representing Middletown MMA, Nicholas the Cowboy Vasquez. And the man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is JP Zuniga.
One thing I can tell you about the CT Combat team in preparation for this fight, they all worked on fluidity and power. That's the big thing to look out for. A lot of the team now is cracking in a way that they haven't cracked before.
3 2-minute rounds scheduled in the 145-pound division. Liam Tarrant, Jacob Koopman joining you here at K-Series. Nick the Cowboy Vasquez out of the red corner. Zach One Kick Stull out of the blue.
And they did prepare for this type of early pace being set by Vasquez. I talked to Mike, their coach, beforehand, and he said, we know that Vasquez is going to come out fast, so we've been drilling a lot of counters off the bat that Zach can throw. But it looks like Nicholas Vasquez really doing a good job of applying that pressure here early. Nice front kick there.
Oh, I will say Stull, you can see the power in his hands when he responds.
I mean, and he had power before, right? He's put guys out with that head kick, namely Nick Cash, but he looks to, again, ascend to another level here tonight. Nice shot landed over the top there by Zach, but Vasquez is kind of just swarming him and hitting him with effective shots as well.
Oh, nice solid left hand there from Vasquez.
I think to look out for his head kicks. They drilled a lot of head kicks specifically for this fight.
That was the corner from Nick Stull, Zach Stull?
Yes, sir, yeah. The CT Combat team, they seem to think that they saw something in the way that Vasquez fights to say that they can really do some damage with a head kick.
And you can see the low guard of Vasquez there.
Yeah.
He's a bit low there. Now Vasquez, he's been training with Hector Iglesias, a pro fighter, for about 4 years now.
And I really think that's paid him dividends. Nick Vasquez really applying really good pressure boxing.
Ooh, inadvertent low blow there.
You heard the crack of that one.
Vasquez started in unorganized backyard brawls at house parties he'd throw at 19. And then as he got older, he started properly training with his current trainer, Hector Iglesias.
And Vasquez, man, he's just a personality. One of the nicest guys you'll meet, but a dude that just loves a good scrap, loves the showmanship of the sport, and he relishes the chance to get out there and put on a show in front of people. Oh, nice shots there for Vasquez. Nice knee, and another one.
Oh, nice low kick for Stull. Vasquez is stunned. He seems to be on shaky legs right now.
Vasquez is very hurt. Stull trying to finish the show here. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely wobbled. And that's the end of round number 1.
That was only one round. Wild the amount of action we got in that first round.
I was going to say, that felt like 15 minutes. And Vasquez, a little bit of a stare down to Stull as he goes back to his corner. A little bit of trip up there by the coach. Campanella corner, or I should say the Campanella brothers in the corner of Stull. Stull mentioned to me in the lead up to this fight that he was hyped to show everyone what he's been working on. And he said it, not only is his power taking a big leap as well as his fluidity, but his conditioning is at another level.
He definitely seems to not be slowing down whatsoever from what we saw in that first round. We last saw Stull on the 623 K-Series card versus Matt Valencia. Now, he lost that. It was a close fight for the title, for the K-Series title. So and then he had a number of opponents drop out. He had some frustrating couple of months. That's the game that happens sometimes. And he said, I basically had like a 6-month fight camp at this point.
Yeah.
And he wants to show us all what he's been working on. You mentioned his cardio, his stamina, his kicks, his ability to get in there. So we are going to, that first round really did show us quite a bit from Zach one-kick Stull.
I mean, both guys, you know, I mean, it's something. I know the verbiage in the corner of CT Combat was lemonade out of lemons. But Vasquez.
Nice knee from Vasquez there.
Yeah, he's pairing the knees very well with that boxing.
Just a slip there by Vasquez.
One thing I will say, I know I mentioned it when both these guys came out, but Stull has just had really no time to kind of acclimate to this scene. He's been thrown into deep, deep waters. You mentioned his experience. I mean, he's been in there with some killers, and this is his, I think, his third or fourth fight now. Really just had no time to kind of gather himself, but has done such a good job finding his footing to the point where he has now.
Nice winging shot there from Stull, just misses. Vasquez doing a nice job stepping back. Stull attacking the legs now.
He's doing a good job managing distance and getting out after he engages. Vasquez is. Ooh, nice hook upstairs by Vasquez. But you're right, Liam, he does keep his hands down, right? I mean, they come up for a little bit, and then specifically after he's throwing shots, they come down.
We're going to see, can Stull take advantage of that little possible chink in the armor there?
Well, if it's something that Vasquez has done wrong in any of his fights, head coach Mike Campanella has seen it and has addressed it. Nice body shot there, too, by Vasquez. So far, Vasquez is really putting on a clinic. Oh, big head kick lands upstairs by Zachary Stull. But those knees are making a difference. You see Stull kind of sucking wind here.
Oh, solid shot there. Oh,
and another.
There was an inadvertent low blow there.
I mean, that's 1-1. You know, an eye for an eye, I suppose. But I mean, obviously both of those were not intentional. Also, this is not unfamiliar waters, I'll say, for Stull, who I believe had that same problem last time out here at K-Series when he fought. I'm trying to think of who he fought, but I know he had this same issue in his last fight. Got hit inadvertently to the groin and had to recover from there.
Yeah,
it was Matt Rivera that he fought.
Was it Rivera?
Yeah, Matt Rivera. That was for the title. And Rivera, yeah, I mean, these things happen. We talked about this earlier in the broadcast. It's wholly unavoidable.
You know, with this rule set where you're pushing forward and aggression and pace is really pushed and scored highly, it does tend to happen more frequently.
And Zach trying to find his way in with the jab there. It's starting to slip.
Nice knee there from Vasquez. Stull seems to be digging in and just winging those shots.
Yeah, and these knees are starting to be I get the sense that they're starting to be the difference. I mean, it's not night and day from the beginning of the fight, but you're starting to see Stull.
Make some noise, fight fans. This is our third and final round.
You see him kind of wince a little bit more with every knee that lands.
Yeah, that second round definitely was better for Vasquez than the first. Seemed like he was kind of got his bearings in there, and Stull did a great job in that first. So we're going to see, we could be sitting in a one-round to one-round situation, which would mean this third round could decide the entire fight.
Crucial. And you know what? Stull, I mean, for everything you want to say, like his experience in the scene, it's been brief, but in these brief experiences, he's had a whole host of different things happen. He's been pressured before and gotten the knockout. He's been hit in the groin before, and he's been knocked out before. He's been stopped. So, you know, if there is a man to be able to get the job done in a crucial moment like this, it is Zachary Stull.
We will see here as referee J.P. Zuniga calls him to the center of the ring as we start this third and final 2-minute round.
what do they say about Dustin Poirier? When the bullets start flying, you want him there. I feel the same way about Stull.
Nice
and a
exchange
nice shot
there.
landed upstairs there. And I don't think that Stull needs to necessarily go back to basics, but he just needs to find his shots just that bit more. I think the length of Vasquez has just given Stull a few problems.
Yeah, Stull not quite able to capitalize on those low hits. Nice shot there from Stull. Solid jab coming in.
Takes a deep breath, pauses. One of the corners yelling, "I need more." Nice body kick there by Vasquez. I mean, going downstairs really, really well. You talked to Liam earlier about Money in the Bank. I mean, you look no further than Vasquez in this fight. Vasquez is also starting to slow down, I noticed here.
Yeah, with this pace of fight, I mean,
Yeah.
this has been grueling from the first round. Can't blame either of these guys. Stull continuing to press the action, going for a spin. Nicely timed teep there from Vasquez, though.
Yep. Oh, that's a big, that hook caught Vasquez flush, paused him for a moment, but just continues to drop in those knees. Big head kick from Stull.
Nice solid shot.
He's landed a couple of those that just gets the crowd erupting. Credit has to go to the chin of Vasquez for being able to take those. Not many men could.
Oh, nicely timed. Again, Vasquez showing that nicely timed teep there, getting Stull down to the ground with it.
Stull almost looks like the body language, like those body shots are really taking an effect. Oh, that shot by Vasquez may have hurt Stull a bit.
That was a nice headshot there from Vasquez.
At the very least. I mean, Stull's an absolute dog, so he's going to continue to fight, but I think lesser men would have been put down by that shot.
This will be an interesting decision to hear, to see how the judges, call this one.
Yeah, you know what? Because at the face, you wouldn't think, you'd think maybe a UD for Vasquez, but Stull was also coming out and applying pressure. So,
yeah.
To your point, this could be a very interesting decision.
We're going to see. I mean, I think Stull may have done enough in that first round. We're going to see. That's why there are 3 judges around the ring with different viewpoints, different angles. We're going to see how they saw that. And we'll get the final decision once Mike Falvo gets the answer there. Remember, folks, if you are not down here in person at the Melrose Ballroom, you are missing out. Try to get here yourself and have a great time. We will be here once again May 17th for the next K-Series.
I like the crowd, a lot tamer than usual. Usually they're a little bit more rowdy by this point in the night, but
that's all right. We've got 3 bars here, so I'm sure it's going to pick up.
And I talked to Mike right before these fights happened today, and he seemed to think that his team had a really good chance of going 3-0. Let's see who gets their hand raised here as we throw it over to Mike Falvo in the ring to make this one official.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for 2 great fighters and 1 great fight? After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the official scorecard. All 5 judges have scored the fight in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Nicholas Vasquez.
Nick Vasquez having words with Stull. And it wouldn't be a Nick Vasquez fight without a few words being exchanged with the athletes and the coaches. But a really, really hard-fought fight by both guys. And again, I feel like we say this with all the athletes, but if you're Stull, you don't leave this building with your head held high, or your head held low, excuse me. I mean, that's the experience that comes with the fight.